All right. So, good evening, everyone. How we all doing? Chinaza, Ebenezer, George, Sunday. How are we? Can I be heard? Nobody's responding.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Ebenezer. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you. All right, you guys are welcome. You all are welcome once again to our night section of learning pure front end. Yeah. So without wasting much time, let's go right into business. Does anyone practice HTML? Like, is there anyone here who practice it in his or a spare time? All right, no one. Okay, let me share my screen. Let me know when you can see my
Well, I
screen.
tried to, but I'm still having some small challenges.
Okay, you would have just reached out to me now. Yeah, you would have reached out to me. Whenever you encounter challenge, just reach out to me. Be cool. All right.
I was just trying to. Okay, thank you.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
That's fine. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Why? We try it again.
It's on now. I can see your screen now.
Okay, you can see it now, right? Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what we'll be talking about today. Um, so today is 19th. I'm sure everyone has access to this document, so you can always go in here and try to read it up, right? So we'll be talking about structural elements in HTML. There are different structural elements in HTML, right? We need to know that. We need to know the foundation of what we are using so that when we start using it, it won't become strange, right? So after we look into the structural elements in HTML, we then look into headings and paragraph in HTML, which is still part of HTML element. And after that, we then go into practical, where we combine all that we have learned today to build something like this. So we are going to combine what we have learned, right, to build something like this. This. That's all. Yeah. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start now. So today we take a different, so we are going to try a different strategy, and that has to do with the ability to actually read and understand, right? So when you are asked to, maybe they give you a resource to go and read up, you don't just read it up, you need to understand what you are actually um, reading, right? So first thing first, we'll be looking into HTML, which is a structural element, right? HTML. So from here it says HTML element is the root element of an HTML document, right? It is the root element of an HTML document. It wraps all the contents of the page, including the head and body section. So what does this mean? If we go to our VS Code, right? Let me try and do this. What can we see in our VS Code? This is the structure, right? So what can we see here? What are the things we see here? you can go on to speak. It's more like you interaction section. So what can we see here in this uh HTML file?
The basic HTML structure.
Okay, the basic HTML structure, right? Cool. So from here we see from the definition here, right? We see from this definition it says it wraps all content of the page including the head and the body. So this simply means that the first thing you see whenever you create your HTML file is this doc type HTML, which says this document is what a document type, right? So after this line it then goes to create what the HTML tag. Note this, without this HTML tag you won't be able to see um, what is displayed in the website, in the page, right? Without this HTML tag you won't be able to see what is being displayed in the website. Are we good? So that's why this is very important. Without this you won't see anything, right? Right. Any question? Of course, any question before I proceed? Right. Okay, go on. You can ask. Someone raised hand. Is that a question? All right, let's proceed. I guess that was not a question. Now the second one, it is the parent of many children, right? Who can tell me what this means when they say HTML is a parent of many children? This is a very important concept we need to understand, the parent child relationship, right? So okay, George, go ahead.
I think because a lot of elements are nested inside.
Okay, a lot of elements are nested inside. So what does it mean when they say nested, nesting, when an element is nested in another element? What does that mean? Let's go to our Visual Studio. Because once we understand this little concept, it will help us to understand better. So let me just do a small let me remove this first. I'll still put it back, then remove the body, right? So when they say HTML is what the parent of many children, it means whenever we see something like this, right? The first thing is the HTML tag. Then inside the HTML tag, we have plenty children, right? Plenty HTML elements. Someone should mention one of them. What would be the first thing? The first child, rather.
Head.
The head, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we have the head. What else?
Body.
Title.
All right, title. Okay.
Body.
All right, title. Then body, right? The body. All right, cool. So if I should ask now, how many children does this HTML element have? How many children does the HTML have? Looking at this.
Currently 3.
Hmm?
Four.
Hmm?
4.
3.
It already has 4
Body.
now.
Why do you say it's four? Uh, Wait, let me do this first. I think it's because you are saying this body here. That's why you are saying it's four. Okay. How many children does the
Oh,
HTML
sorry. It's
element
because
have?
the 3.
Okay, three, right?
3. That's 3.
Okay.
Yes.
So, um, is someone confused of why it is three? Um, Thumbs down if you are confused of why we have three children. I think someone can someone be I can't see my Google Meet, right? So I need someone to be checking the thumbs up. In case there's any thumbs down, you will just notify me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you. Someone raised hand. Okay, go ahead. Did someone raise hand? Okay. Let's proceed now. Let's proceed. All right. So we have three children in this HTML, right? And if I ask now, um, I remove this. How many child does the HTML have?
Three.
Three child. Three.
Where's the three now? Show me.
It has none. If you moved it.
So that was a little trick. Yeah. Somebody is raising hand. I don't know who is that.
Please, my screen it comes and goes. I don't know why. It shows it will trip off. I will
Even
see
my
it.
own.
I don't
Even
know
me, the
why.
same thing. Sometimes
Wow.
my screen will just go off and come back again.
All right. But you can see
Or I
my
log out
Now,
and come in.
you can see my VS code, right?
For now,
no, I can.
yes.
Okay, okay. When
But me,
it
I cannot. It will just come and go.
yeah, it's the network. It's the network. Sorry.
Okay. Let me reconnect.
Yeah, don't worry. The video is there in case you don't catch up. Yeah, it's 3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So presently we have no children, but whenever there are this this telling us that we have three children for this HTML, and whenever we see something like this, whereby we have the parent and the parent has children inside it, this structure is called what? A nested structure, right?
Yes.
Are we good? So you can actually picture
Yes, sir.
this. Another way to describe this HTML, right, is like you know your house now. You have plenty things inside your house. This HTML, see this HTML as your house, right? Where the house has the what has foundation and it has the walls. Everything you see inside is what is part of the house, right? So looking at that, everything you see inside this HTML, this is still part of the HTML, right? This HTML is like the house you live in, and inside the house we can have what? Furniture, television, the kitchen. So all those things can be seen as the children of the house, right? I hope I've not confused someone by that illustration. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, so let's proceed now. Inside the HTML, right? Let's go to our definition first. What's the next thing? We have the head. The next thing is the head. And what's the function of this head? If we check the definition, right? It contains meta information about the HTML document, such as the page, title, links, CSS, and meta tags, right? And why is it used? Is because it makes makes it possible for the screen to display what? Some information, right, on the screen, based on the screen size, the screen width, and the likes. For now, this head might be confusing to you since you are starting, right? It might be confusing to you. It's when you go deeper, into it, you get to see the use case of this head, right? For now it might be confusing for you, but just know that um your head contains metadata, meta information, right? Are we clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the head, and inside this head we can have um who Okay, let me ask. I don't really. I'm trying to be careful so I don't go beyond and confuse somebody. If you have heard of, has have you heard of styling before? Like um, external styling. External styling. Who has heard of external styling before?
Yes, I've heard of external
Yes.
styling.
Okay, you
I've
have
not
heard of.
heard.
You have not heard of external styling.
I've not
Yeah,
heard.
exactly. That's why I don't want to really put anything inside his head for now till when we reach that stage. Then I'll talk more about what this head does. Is that clear? Right. So
Yes,
for
sir.
now, the head will be empty. Let's proceed. Next thing is what? The title. What does this title do now? What's the definition? It specifies the title of the document, right? Which is displayed in the browser's what? Title bar or tab, right? Now, if you notice, whenever you visit a website, right? Like this is a website. What's the name of this website? docs.google.com.
Google.com.
There's this stuff you see at this center. What do you see here?
Outline.
Exactly, outline dash Google Docs, right? This is the title of
Yes.
Yes.
what? This is the title of this um
Web page.
website.
So,
This website,
s-
right? Let's look for another example first. Let's check another example so that we all see what I mean. Who can give okay W3 school? Let's check W3 school. I hope this thing will not slack. I'll close it. So okay, let's log in W3 school so you see what I mean. Every website has a title that will just describe what that website is. So you see, what's the title of this website? Okay, my screen is
it's
coming up.
it's
Yeah,
loading.
it's
It's
coming,
loading.
loading. All right.
Yes. So
W3 School online web.
Preschool online web tutorials.
Exactly, thank you very much. So one of the features of a website is that it has the title that tells more about what the website, right?
Sorry, sorry, wait.
See it
Sorry, I
here.
can't see the W2
See it here
school.
at the top. It's always at the top. See it here. This place here. W3. See my
Okay,
mouse?
okay. Center top,
Yeah.
center top.
Yes, exactly.
ana iya in ka ƙarasa guje
Can
wanga na
you
ɗan miƙo min fanka.
do you understand? We are good now, right? Okay, cool. So we have the
Yes.
title. It helps to define the name of the page that users see in their browser tab. So let's go to our VS Code and try to put that as well. The title, which is this. So we are going to give it a title. Let me come here. So what title are we going to give this our page? Here's a preview. So let's give it what um, this is title, right? This is title. So you look at it here, see the title is being displayed here. This is trying to say tell you the title of this page here. Can we all see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Thank you. Is everyone following? I'm trying to carry everyone along as usual.
Yes.
Okay, all right, let's proceed. Next one will be what? The meta. The metadata. Meta tag provides metadata about the document, such as its description. We'll skip this for now, but just know that it's part of what the HTML element. We'll skip this for now till when we find the reason for using it, then we'll come back to it. Okay, but we'll try to avoid things that would overwhelm us and try to make us more confused. and we'll use the ones that is important for us for now, right? Okay, so let's move over to body. All right, body. We all know what body does. So who can tell me what does body? What's the usefulness of the body in the as part of the HTML children? What does the body do? Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. Who raised hand? It's a question. I'm asking a question. All
I
right.
think the body covers all the elements. It's just like a mother be encouraged to her children.
Okay. All right. So it's more like it contains all the contents. Like you see all these contents inside here. See all these contents. This 16, everything here from this button here to this, everything. This is the body, right?
Yes.
Cool. This is the body. Then what is this from this top here? What is this? If this is the body, if this is the body, what is the entire, what is it called? The entire section, what is it called?
Page.
Is it page? This is also a
Why
page
are you
now.
asking?
This is a page. Like this is the body, right? Let me use an example first. Hold on. So we just try to get something straight. Let me go to W3 school. All right. So from here now, this you see, yeah, you see this my cursor, right? You see this my cursor. This is my cursor here. This place, right? Can you see this cursor? From here down to the end. From here down to the end. You said it's the body, right? It is the body. Hmm? Is the body or the page,
Yes.
right? Then what of from this top that covers the title? What will it what is it called? From the top down, there is a name for
Web
it.
page. Web page.
Web page. All right, or you call it what? An HTML what document,
TM.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. Thank you. So let's proceed to the next thing where we are done with the body. So let's go to our code, our VS code, and put in the body. Body. All right, taking it slowly, slowly. All right, so this is the body. So inside the body now, we are going to put so many things inside. We are going to play with so many things. Yeah, and let's get right into it. Would look into the next section, which is headings and paragraphs. Headings and paragraphs in HTML, right? I know you have seen, we usually go to websites whereby, especially blogs, like all these blogs. Let's see if I can, blog sites. Let me see if I can see an example of blog sites. Create your website for free. Let's take a look at 10. Okay, let's see this first. I think this will show it. Sorry, it's loading. I don't know why it's network.
Please, what is a blog
Like
site?
where people post article, like article for you to read and maybe news or stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
blog. Yes. So like, let me use this. Okay, this one does not show, but basically you see all this like this section, you see all this bold stuff, this best blogging, you see how the text is very thick, right? There's something responsible for that, right? Then all this, what is the best blogging platform for beginners, you see this is very very thick, very thick. So there is an element that is responsible for that, and that's what we'd look into. And the name of that element is what is called, what is called the headings, right? So in HTML, right, we have over 6 headings from H1 to H6, and we are going to see them out. We are going to display them out, and then we'll know what they do. So from this definition, right, the H1 to H6 tags define HTML headings, right? H1 is the most important heading, while H6 is the least. Like H1 is more like the biggest, the largest in size, while H6 is the least, that is the smallest. So let's go to our VS Code and see that out. So we have what I'm going to display everything: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. Alright, so let's put this heading 1, heading 2. Someone will tell me the difference. So heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, and heading 6. So is there any difference between the headings? Is there any difference between the headings?
Yes, they are bigger than each other. Aside different.
All right, thank you. Because just note this, so because next week it will be our examination and test. All these small questions will be among the, it could be objective sha. So I might ask, among the H1 to H6, which one is the largest and which one is the smallest, right? So looking at this, from H1 to H6, which one has the largest element or text, and which one has the lowest, has the smallest? Hmm?
H1
Which one has the highest
Okay,
yes.
and which is the lowest?
H6 is the lowest, right? So you
Yes.
as a programmer, you will be the one to determine which of the header to use based on maybe what the design is. Maybe you are presented to design something, and in that design they were using H1 first, right? It will be bad of you to go and use H5. Meanwhile, they told you to use H1. Do you get?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Then another thing we should note is, in HTML, there's what we call opening tag and closing tag. Opening tag and closing tag, right? What do
Yes,
I
sir.
mean by opening tag and closing tag? Let me remove this first. Whenever we see an HTML like this, let me delete this one first. If I opening tag and closing tag, this is it, right? Whenever we see an HTML element that has this, has the opening tag HTML, then you close it, right? This is the meaning of opening tag. Every HTML element has what? The opening tag, and also it must has what? A closing tag, right? To close it. So this is how we close, watch it. So this is how we close a tag: angle brackets, then slash, then the HTML. Don't mind my stuff that is auto completing for me. So whenever we have this um display, this result now, this printing out, this is what, this is an element that has what, a opening tag and a closing tag. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
All right. So another use case, another example is the H1 now, the H1 that we used, right? The H1 that we use, it has what, the opening tag, which is this: open your bracket, put the H1, close it, then maybe write what you want to write. At the end of writing it, you have to do what? It's just like your full stop, right? After you've written everything, you need to close it back now. So how do you close the tag? You call it this slash h1, and that's all, right? But if you
Yeah.
leave it open like this, it's going to flag error. If you leave it open like this, it will flag error. So that's why I need to close it, right? So take note of this. Let me write it somewhere. Let me write it here. um okay, another description for it is, it has a opening tag and a closing tag. It has a opening tag and a closing tag. Let's take note of that. So the use case now, use case means why do we need to use it, like when is it needed, right? So whenever we are designing a page, maybe in the page there is something to write up, and in that write up we see a title. So headings are used for titles. You cannot just use a normal text like this. You see this text, see this text now. Does it make sense using this text as your title? Eh?
Yes,
No.
sir.
No. So you have to use a header, maybe like this.
Doesn't make sense.
Any title, you use your words, you use your header to display or write the title out, right? Or subtitles in a document, that. Then used for main page title, and smaller headings used for subsections and the likes. So the whole idea is, you see, this our assignment, this our practical will do. You are the ones that will tell me what to use based on this UI we see here, right? Cool. Let's proceed to the next one. Any question? All right, fine. Let's proceed to the
No,
next
sir.
Sorry,
one.
I have a question, sir.
All right,
Please.
go ahead.
My screen went blank when you were explaining about the opening tag and closing tag. So I didn't really see
Okay,
what you did.
all right, no wahala. So when I say opening tag and closing tag in HTML, right? You know our HTML elements, right? When we want to present it, it has what? This is what I mean by opening tag. Let's say we want to write out the HTML, right? We just open this. This is our open angle bracket. Then call the HTML, right? Then we close it. This is what I mean by opening tag. This is what I mean by opening tag. Then, as I said, every HTML element has what? A close. It must have a closing tag. You cannot just leave it open like this. You must close it. And how do we close it? You just do the same way. Open bracket, then calling your slash, then type it, the HTML, and that is it. So this slash you see here, slash before HTML, is your closing tag, while the normal HTML is your opening tag, right? Are you there?
Yes,
Yeah.
understood.
Another
Yes,
one
understood.
is, another one is, we are using our header. Our header has what? A opening tag and a closing tag, which is header one, right? Then we have opened it. Then to close the tag, let's say we are done typing everything. So after typing everything inside the header one, you have to close it, right? So how do we close it? We just do your open, your angle bracket, your slash, and h1. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So next now is the p tag. The p tag defines the paragraph of text. It's used to wrap blocks of text content in a web page. So if you look at this now, and assuming you never knew about, let's say you are presented with this to design, maybe you know what hashtag is. Hashtag is used for designing something like this living room. With this living room, you already know it is header they used, and now you have never heard of a tag that you would use to display this that is not a title. Is it right for you to use h tag to do this, to display this paragraph? If you use hashtag, will you achieve this design? This is where we relax and watch TV.
Yes, sir.
If
We
we
can
use
achieve.
hashtag, we will achieve this.
Yes,
Hmm?
yes, we can achieve. Yes,
No,
we can achieve.
no, no, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, wait. This is where we relax and watch TV. Alright. So let's see now. Let's try something first. Um, okay. So we use H1. This is where we watch TV. Alright. Mm-hmm. Is this is where we watch TV the same thing as, like, forget about the
Now,
content, like, see as this one is very thick, see as this one is very light, and what I want to achieve is something like this, very light. Is it wise for me to use h tag for this?
no. I think we should,
No,
in this
sir.
case, remove the
We
paragraph.
just use paragraph.
Yeah,
Yes.
paragraph, exactly. So that leads us to the next um html element, which is paragraph. Okay, someone is raising hand.
Hello, sorry. I'm just joining. I don't know whether I've missed so much. Are we going to have a record to check on? I don't know.
Yes, yes, sure, sure. It's streaming. So after it, immediately you will see it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So let's proceed. So the p tag comes into play. It defines the paragraph of text, and whenever we want to design this, we use the p tag for it. Right? Okay. So let's proceed. Who can see this line? Who can see this line?
Yes, I am seeing it.
That's it.
All right.
No.
So how do we produce this line? I know someone might say, let's say I'm a newbie and I don't know anything about HTML, and I'm giving this design, and I'm like, how do I produce this line? I know some of us might do this, right? Maybe if this is the header, maybe we might decide to use the p and do what? Dash 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 dash. Will you still give us that stuff? Eh? I know some of us might want to try that out. Is this the same thing as the design here?
No,
It's not the
it's
same,
different.
Abby.
No.
Okay, I think there is
Yes.
another
No.
underlined stuff which is like this. Wait, I think this. Let me see this one. This is underscore. Underscore. Ah, it actually did it though. Shebi, it's the same thing though. say?
So
Yes.
How did you get this?
Eh?
The line. How did you get it?
Yeah. Shift. You press your shift is your keyboard. Shift, then the dash to give us that underscore. Shift and dash. Your shift key, then your dash gives the underline score. So, right? Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah. So you look at this. Are they the same thing? Let's see. Hmm. You think they are the same thing? No much difference, Abby.
Yes.
Okay, someone is raising hand. Yeah, Adeji, George.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just wanted to ask that trying to use like maybe I think HR tag or so
Yeah, yeah, faster than your shadow.
on
No
the line.
wahala. That's where we are headed to. Yeah. So
How much
actually,
blood now?
hmm? You said what? Someone said something. Okay, let's proceed. So this works, right? But imagine you are asked to display over maybe 300 or maybe 5 horizontal line. It's going to be stressful for you always coming to do this now, right? When you can just do this in just one line, you get, right? So, and that leads us to our
Yeah.
next HTML tag, which is the
H.
HR, right? So whenever we see something like this, and I'm asking myself, what HTML element gives me this line, right? And what comes to your mind is what? HR element, HR HTML tag gives us that output. So let's take note of that. Whenever we say design like this and we want to design this line, get this line, we use what? HR to get the horizontal line, right? As we proceed, we'll see why
Yes,
it
sir.
is useful to divide the our content, why it's useful to do that, to make it readable and presentable. Okay, so this is how it's being used. You just call the HR this HR and we close it. That's This is it. Someone should ask me a question now. Someone might ask,
Yes, sir.
what's the question
Yeah,
you
I
will
have a.
ask? Yeah.
My question is, what is the full meaning of HR?
Okay,
Do you hear me?
what is the whole meaning of HR? HR is horizontal, right? Is the horizontal, I think they call it a rule or something. Yeah, ruler. Yeah. The R stands for ruler, right? So H is horizontal,
Okay.
horizontal rule. Yeah. Yeah. Someone is raising hand. Bello.
Yes. I want to ask you something. This HR tag, it doesn't need close tag and open.
That's
It
the
just
question.
needs close tag.
That's the question I was expecting. So in HTML elements, there are some, take
Yes.
note of this. So there are some HTML elements that doesn't have what? A close, like opening and closing. They call them self close. They are self close what? Tags, right? When they mean by self close, meaning it doesn't really have what? A opening tag. It just have a closing tag. I don't know if you get.
Okay.
Yes,
Like this HR.
like this HR now. This
Okay, I
HR
understand.
is a self-close tag. Why this H1 here is what? A an opening and closing tag. Take note of that
Close. Yes.
because I'm going to ask, mention two self-close tags. Mention three open and close tags. Just take note of the difference. So, right?
Yes.
Is
Thank
someone
you, sir.
confused?
Please, this HR, what is the meaning?
Horizontal rule.
Let's
Horizontal
see
rule, like
horizontal line.
horizontal line. It's
Okay,
produced this,
okay,
the HR, horizontal
okay.
rule. R for rule or ruler. Yeah. Right? Okay. So based on that, we have come to the end of
Hello, sir.
our theory part, which now go into the practical aspect, trying to design this. Yeah, go on, you can talk.
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yeah, go
After
ahead.
you put this HR, I
Yes.
didn't see anything change from your work.
See it here now. Let me comment it first. See, there is nothing here. Once I
Okay.
comment it back, you see this line here. See this line here. There's this line here.
Yes.
Let me, can someone see this line?
Okay, this small line.
Yeah, this
Yes,
horizontal
I
line.
am seeing it very small.
Yes, exactly. So that's the
Uh,
horizontal line, right?
okay, I understand. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, you underline something, right?
Yes. Not it's not used to underline. There is something that underlines a text, right? This one is basically it demarcates the upper content from the lower one. The usefulness of this is maybe I have, let me just do this first. I have this text, right? Then I want to divide this three. This 1, 2, 3. I want to divide this three into two to make my work readable, right? So what I just do is I come to somewhere here. Let me just come here and just put HR, and that would divide it. Looking at this now, this readable. I know that maybe this one up stands for something while this one down stands for something. So it helps us to divide our contents into two, right? It is
Yes,
styling.
sir.
Okay, note this. When we want to
Okay, we
achieve
have understand.
when we want to achieve the one you were talking about, whereby you have a content and we need to underline this content, right? That is where styling comes to play. But we have not reached that styling for now, right? So this is just the basic element we are looking at, right?
Yes, sir.
Share is not a border. It's not a border too.
You mean this HR? No. HR is not a border. It's just a line, a divisor, a
Okay.
ruler. Now, see if you just use your ruler to draw a horizontal line, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Please, can you please talk about the use of this P tag again?
Okay. So the p tag now, right, is used to its p tag is used to define a paragraph of text. Like if I want my text to have what a very light, it should be very light. It shouldn't be thick. See this living room. What's the difference between this text and this text? This living room, and this is where we relax and watch TV. It is the thickness, right? So if my
Yes,
goal is to
Mm.
um write out or design a text that doesn't have this much thickness, like the header, I use my p tag. My thick p tag, my p tag is just this um stuff here. This, it occupies the full width available, its container. All these are p tags. They use p tags to achieve this, right? Just to display the text or in the line, in that line. Are you clear?
Mm.
I'm
yes, sir.
confused. So I think this one is Dave.
Somehow.
Alright, watch this. Okay, let's go to the code first. H1. Um, this is header 1, right? H2. This is header 2. Then let me use the p tag. Then you tell me the difference. this is paragraph. What's the difference?
Okay.
It looks like
That one is bolder.
a body.
So in your design, if you are given this, you cannot use a p tag to design this. You have to use a header to design this, right?
Okay.
Then in your design, you might be given this to design. You cannot use your header, your h1 or your h6 to design this. You have to use your what?
A P.
Your p to design
Paragraph.
this. Are we good?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I have one question.
All right.
It means this picture is used to make a text like small text, not thick one.
Yes, yes, yes. More text, yeah. Is this p tag? We use this p tag, yes, for that. Then if you want to make it
Okay.
very thick, that is when you make use of your h1 to h6, depending on the size, right?
Okay. Yes, but if you don't want any thick, you can put this P only.
Exactly. Yes, yes. Just put the p. Yeah.
Yeah, on that.
All right. So I think we have like 9 minutes to design this. So after designing this, I would give an
So,
assignment to
sorry,
design this. Yes, go ahead.
sorry. It said if you don't want any thickness, you can use only the P. How?
All right. This is the p now, right? What's the difference between these
Yes.
three? This has thickness. This two has thickness.
Yes.
This is a paragraph. Does it has any thickness?
No, no.
Right. So from the question, right? Like if my end goal
Yes.
is to design a text that has a thickness, I will not use a p tag for it. Look at this now. Let's say assuming I used a p tag for this. This is a header one. See what this is what would happen. Let me use p tag for it. This is header one. See, look at it. See the difference. It doesn't make sense now, right?
Yeah.
You understand?
Somebody said, so
Sorry. Um.
somebody is raising his.
Okay, Bello, you are raising your hand.
Yes, I have one question. My question is that you have already said any tag has close and open and close. Some of them didn't have open.
Yes, yes.
They have only close.
Self-close
I
tag.
see this tag HTML. You have not closed it, but you have already add another sentence like lang
Okay.
is equal to dash dash.
Let me remove this
See?
one.
Then
I've not come to attributes. Let me remove that one for now.
yes, this is what I'm talking about.
Let me just
Yes.
remove that one. We have not entered attributes. Yeah, that's true. Let me just remove that one. Yeah, I don't want to confuse us. Yeah, let me remove that one. So when we enter into there, then we consider that.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. All right. So this is the design. We will do this now quickly, right? Then this would be an assignment to design this. Like, yeah, this is an assignment to design this. I think maybe on Monday would be, I'll try to fix a section on how to use your mobile device to practice HTML, right? I'll try and fix that section for that. So looking at this now,
Very important.
yeah, definitely. So looking at this now, what can you see? This design, what can you see?
I can see H1.
No, 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 no.
H1.
No, see H1.
P.
Tell me the text. The no, tell me
Okay,
H1.
living room.
Okay, living room. So what
Header,
was
header.
used to achieve this living room?
H1.
The one.
H1.
Yeah, let's see now.
H2.
Yeah, the living. Let's do this now. The living room, Abby.
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. This 3, 4, 5, 6. So you will tell me which one we would use. H1, H2. Wait, sorry. H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. All right. So see this design here. Let me share this stuff like this. This and this, which are like based on this.
The
Hmm?
header one. The number one. The first was one.
Is header one, right? Living room.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we are going to use header one to achieve that, right? Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
progressing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's progress. Secondly, this is where we relax and watch TV. What do we use for that?
It is normal paragraph. P.
Paragraph.
That.
Use P. P.
And
Paragraph.
use only.
Yeah.
All right. This is where let me check it. This is where we relax and watch. Where we relax and watch
I thought it's an
TV.
assignment.
No. See the one that is an assignment. This one here. This is the one that's an
Okay, this one.
assignment. Yes. So this is the one we are doing
Let
now.
me snap.
No, the
Let me
document. The
snapshot.
document is there. I will. Don't worry. Immediately after the class, I will drop the document. You just check it. Yes, don't worry.
Okay, sir.
So, um, this is where we relax and watch TV. Let's check this first. They are the same now, right? Everything is alike.
Yes, sir.
So, how do we
Yes.
achieve? How do we achieve this line here? What do we use?
Good. You
Can
can
use
use
Header.
HR.
Very
Paste
good.
and
HR.
HR. So HR space. Right? Cool.
Yes.
Oh,
Can you
not right.
mute?
Yes.
Can someone mute? Can you mute? Can you mute your mic? Who is that? Please mute your mic. Thank you. Okay. Progressing. Then kitchen. What can achieve that?
H.
Actually, H2.
H2. H2.
H2. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
The kitchen. H-E-N. Happy? Let's see. The kitchen. Shay? We are good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, good.
Yes.
Okay, oh. Alright. Let me put the kitchen. It's kitchen then, not the kitchen. Right. Then finally, we have this. We prepare meals and enjoy family dinners. So, how do we design? What are we using for that?
I'm
Paragraph.
using the P.
P tag.
Okay.
P.
We
No.
prepare.
No, it's H6. H6.
Okay. We'll use
I'm using the
A6.
P tag.
Don't worry. Let's use
P.
A6. Don't worry. Let's use A6.
Yes, help with my okay.
We do what? Someone should. We prepare meals here and we prepare meals here. We prepare meals here and enjoy family dinners and enjoy family dinners. Okay, full stop. Now let's use the P and we see the difference. See what the difference. And let's use the P. Okay, we prepare meals. So looking at this and this, which will be appropriate, like which element? What's the difference between this we prepare meals and we prepare? What's the difference? And are they the same thing with this one here?
No, it's not the same.
They are not the
No.
same.
All right, so
There's different.
are we going to use our H6 for this?
No.
No,
No.
sir.
Oh, the
No, it's
P.
These
based
are
on
P. P is good.
Is the
To
P?
achieve this one.
Is the P right?
Mm,
Yes.
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 Okay. Our brother that said A6, you are clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. So we're using this, and you get this. Finally, there is something that is missing. The person that will figure that out, and there is price. Okay, raise your hand. Yeah, so go ahead.
Hello, sir. I have a question
Okay.
about the assignment. In
No,
which format do you want us to use the assignment?
any
The
format,
title is
any
missing.
anyhow
Okay.
you want to. Even if you don't have the laptop, just you can just describe, tell me, like maybe if this one, right? If it's this one, just you can send a message, say I will use so tag for this. For this one I will use so tag. For this one I will use what? So tag. This one tag, this one, like just tell me the tags you use. That can work. Yeah, that's if you don't have a laptop. Yeah.
Okay. But if you
Ah,
have a laptop, you
Yeah, you
can
can design it and
write
snap
all
it.
the code and send it to.
Yeah, you can snap it. Yes, I would open the group by
Oh,
tomorrow. Yes, so you can just, once you are done, just post it. Yes.
okay.
I
okay,
think
sir. But
the title is missing.
there are a lot
Yes.
of people they are waiting for the link of downloading BS Code, which yesterday you
I
have
would send you.
said
Yes,
you will
there's
send
a friend of mine that
also.
made a video of that. I'll just send the link. Yes, on that. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So finally, who can tell me what is missing here? Like this and this. There's
Title.
something.
Title.
Exactly. God bless you. Exactly. Yeah. So
What is
is the title of the page, the web
okay?
page, my web house. So me here we have what? This is the title. So what I need to do is I'll go to my title and update that to what? That would be my web page, right? Let's see if it's the same thing. My web house rather. My web house. Cool. So we are good now, right? Everything is
Yes,
complete.
sir.
Right, my web house, everything is
Yes.
intact and we are good to go. So any question before we call it a day? Mind you,
Excuse me,
next,
sir.
yeah, go ahead.
Hello, sir. After the title, what of that link there?
Sorry, which one?
Still on that title page, that header, where we say what is missing. Go back, you have removed it.
Okay, all right. Okay, this link here, Abby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the link to this page. See our own link. See this link. This is the link. See the link here to this our page. This is their own link to this
Okay.
page here. See the link
Okay. Okay.
to this,
Okay.
right?
Okay. I'm okay. Thank you.
All right. So there is no question. Thank you very much for your time. So just try and do the assignment and post it on the group. Have a wonderful night
Okay.
rest. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope you will put the assignment
Thank you.
platform.
Sorry.
Hope you will you place the assignment on the platform.
Sure. The document is there. Yes, definitely. Now, I'll do that now. Yeah.
All right. Good night.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Sure.
Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.